How's it going, Jets fans? My name is Alex with my co-host here, Ryan Moran, and today we want to discuss Sauce Gardner and how damn good he looked against the Atlanta Falcons. We'll take a look at his coverage snaps and really kind of what he showed us. And I got to say, Sauce Gardner, man, he's going to make an impact as a rookie. His football IQ is off the charts. He understands his assignments. He understands coverage and making sure that he doesn't get beat over top and high-low reads and just giving his team an opportunity to win football games and really just put his team in an advantageous position in general. He has that competitive nature. There are some things I have a little bit of concern with, specifically that I think he'll be a little bit grabby as a rookie. That's something that we saw during his time in Cincinnati, but that's, normal for a guy transitioning to the NFL. Cornerback is one of the most difficult positions to translate to from the collegiate level, and Sauce Gardner is already doing a really good job in practice, and he showed us a lot of really good stuff against the Falcons. So, Ryan, before we dive into some really awesome clips here showing Sauce Gardner what he did, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great, Alex. Definitely, encouraging to see Sauce just continue to prove why he was such a special prospect and looked at as, a generational type of player to people. And it was obviously a night in which, for the second preseason game in a row, the Jets defense struggled, but Sauce himself shined and really showed out. And, without DJ Reed, without Quentin Williams, John Franklin Myers, Carl Lawson, CJ Mosley, the Jets really didn't play a lot of starting veterans, but we obviously got, pretty good dose early on of the rookies, with JJ, Brees, Garrett Wilson, Sauce. And, they all really showed some good things. And obviously we got some clips here with Sauce that, just give you more reason to be excited and show you what type of, impact he can make as first-year player.
Absolutely, man. This is a guy who's going to make an impact alongside DJ Reed. Jordan White had this rebuilt secondary. But let's take a look at his snaps against the Falcons and really what he put on the field here, because there's some really good stuff. All right, so shout out to Michael Nania for putting these clips together for us, the all 22. Definitely some really good stuff here. You're going to get a really good look at what he's capable of. And at the bottom of your screen, you'll see he's circled by the black circle there, and we'll see what he does right off the bat. He's on him. He might get called for holding in a live game if the quarterback looks his direction. But he is on his hip, man. Nice back pedal, gets his hands out there, maybe a little bit beyond that yard mark where you can really be a little physical, but he gets his hands on there right on his hip. Nice job. He completely takes away that route. I don't think that's a holding. I think that's just freaking amazing coverage. What are your thoughts on that, man? Because right off the bat, you're seeing the first coverage snap. He completely blanketed him. He ran the route for the receiver, which is usually a sign of a veteran cornerback, but you're seeing a rookie do this is pretty damn impressive.
For sure. Obviously he was aligned, at this left corner position, which is where when DJ Reed is playing in the first game, Sauce is really going to be on this side. And you see the receivers off the line of scrimmage in his alignment. And, Sauce is still pretty close up. I think you see some patience. You see him really allow the receiver to kind of get in, gain ground and, show what kind of, release he's going to put at him. But you see Sauce with the patience, like you said, the hands, he's really within that 5-yard, frame there within the line of scrimmage. So, like you said, I don't really think he's getting called for that in the game. And then just the ability to quickly turn and stay in phase, I think is what's as impressive as anything here in the red zone. And, ultimately at the top of the receiver's route, he's in a very good position.
You know what I really like about this route? Watch the second that he starts his back pedal, watch how he opens his body up in case this is like a fade route to the back of the end zone. Watch how his hips turn to the inside to give him, so he can, you see how his hips slightly turn? That way, if the receiver decides, that releasing goes to the outside, he can open up his hips and travel deep with him. Really good job. And you can see he actually ends up going inside. Damn, this might have been an option route for the receiver to go inside or out. But I think he sees him open up his hips and he decides, I'm going to go inside here. And he just completely takes us away. That's great coverage by Sauce. Really nice job there. This is one of my favorite plays of his. Watch, you know how smart you have to be as a rookie cornerback to understand this assignment? He's put in no man's land. He has two guys running at him. He has to make a decision. Do I go with the high guy or do I go with the low guy? So he kind of uses those really shallow stutter steps to just kind of, bait that quarterback into making a decision prematurely. He's very patient. Like you said the word patience before, I'm noticing that too. He's extremely patient with the way that he plays the game. Because, right here, a lot of cornerbacks would decide, I'm just going to run full speed downhill to get that guy on the out route. But then you leave that guy out over top wide open. He does a great job of just staying right in between so we can react accordingly. Ends up taking away that top route. And then, the underneath route gets something, but he's there to make the tackle. You don't want to give up that back route, right? Like, it's a completion. But look, I would rather that than give up that deep one every single day of the week. That's a touchdown versus a completion underneath. He gave his guy enough time to get there. The linebacker there is just a step too short, just literally a step. Sauce Gardner played that perfectly. That was very well done.
100%. I mean, they're obviously in a cover 3 here, and he's got a lot of ground to cover just based on, where the ball is snapped. And, like you said, does a good job of just playing the high-low route combination that's thrown his way. I think good patience, like you said, good instincts, eyes, and just the ability to quickly transition, from playing that underneath and then, realizing that they were putting that corner out, on the deep part of the field there against him. And then just that ability to quickly come up. I mean, you see how competitive, how tough he is, how willing of a tackler he is, and, just finishes this play here.
I love how aggressive he is. I love how at the end of the play here, he just kind of wraps him up. He gives him a nice little, and then just this little push off, get out of here. I love it. You love that aggressiveness. Let's go back here one more second. RC's on the outside. Nice job. Patience. Turns his hips. Look how quickly he turns his hips. He has a full 360 to turn his direction. Bam, he's gone. He locates the ball. Bam, he's off to the races. Very quick, very fast, mental IQ. Very impressive.
100%. I was just going to say the speed there, really going from the corner to the flat.
Yeah. He's fast. He's got long arms, man. He plays like with his arms out. You see that? When he's running, he plays with his, like right here, you see, like he's kind of runs with his arms out to make sure that if a guy is, in a position he has to make a tackle, he can wrap them up. He has more of a use that entire pterodactyl wingspan to his advantage.
Again, just the patience and tight coverage,
Yeah. This route never even starts.
Never has a chance. He's playing inside shade against the slant route. He tries to really get him with a bit of a diamond release, and he doesn't bite on it whatsoever. It's sound textbook coverage right here.
Yep. I love how he opens up his hips and gives the inside or gives the outside, so that way he can open up if he needs to, and then bam, he just takes it off. It's really, really well done.
Again, the patience too, to let the receiver gain some ground, really work up to him and still really, not backpedal in any way, just stay true, holds his ground. And, he obviously has the size and the physicality that no receiver is going to want to run into.
Definitely not. You see a quarterback with a chance. There's just no chance at all. Has to throw it away. Great coverage. That entire side of the field has been just completely locked down.
You see the quickness again on display here.
Yeah, man. He's got a whole look how much real estate's behind him that he has to cover.
100%.
This receiver could go anywhere.
He's smart playing with that outside shade, obviously, because he has no help there to the corner. And then to be able to just quickly break, keep it in front of him like he does, get in phase there. It's really good.
It is extremely impressive. Yeah, he has to cover that deep portion. Really good job by him. Locking it down, taking that route away entirely. There's no chance there. Really just altogether very impressed by Sauce Gardner in this game. Not a lot of coverage snaps. We're talking about like mostly second team stuff, but this is going to be a big test for him early on in his career, against the first team offenses he's gonna face off. Look, the AFC East is no joke. You have Stephon Diggs, you have Gabriel Davis, you got the Patriots kind of don't have much.
Tyreek and Waddle.
Yeah, Tyreek and Waddle. That'll be a fun one to watch. I'm very curious to see how he matches up against those quick, smaller receivers. That I think that may be where he gets tested mostly. I think that's where the grabbiness will come. Against physical receivers, I think he matches up well. Against slower, more possession guys, I think he matches up well. But those fast, quick guys like the Hills and Waddles, they're interesting. Those are the ones I think he'll probably have the most trouble with. But this is a great sign from Sauce Gardner, my friends. You're seeing early development. You're seeing early IQ at the NFL level. Tremendous young player. Very excited to see what he can do moving forward for this Jets team as he develops more chemistry and really rounds out this secondary. So I'm very excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know your thoughts below on Sauce Gardner. What you thought about his coverage, if you thought he looked good, if he had some mistakes, things you might have liked to change, or things you really liked about it. Always happy to hear perspectives below. as always. And make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next Fireside Jets episode.